Ladies and gentlemen, we are already back in action here at the 2025 IPF World Classic Sub-Junior and Junior Powerlifting Championship live from San Jose, Costa Rica, presented by both SBD and Elico. My name is Alexandre Dondin, and for the second flight of the day, I'm here joined by the head coach of the junior team of Ireland, Mr. Alex Cremens. How are we feeling?
Hello, Alex. Thank you very much for having me. Happy to be here. Excited for today.
It's a pleasure. You'll be our analyst today.
Yeah.
You'll try and give us some input, some insights as to what's happening, battles, what you would have done, etc. It's going to be interesting to have you by our side. We are happy that you're on stream with us. It's a two-group flight. We have both 63Bs and 63As. Obviously, they'll be battling together. We've seen some medals coming from the B group in individual movements. Can we expect some of that? I don't know. We'll see as the lift unfolds. The first lifter to be out will be Avriel Mormar from Canada. She'll be opening with 92.5, and the opener range from 92.5 to 147.5 already in the B group. 7 lifters in the B group. Spotters are ready. It was a tough turnover for them. We're just fresh off a 4-hour-and-a-half flight, straight into another one, but this one will be shorter. Bars loaded. So that's gonna be surely 3 white lights. We're missing the side ref, but I can't see anything wrong with the lift.
Look great to me.
And issues with the remotes, but 3 white flags are up in the air. More of an I-bar positioning here.
Yeah, definitely. You don't really see that very often at these competitions. Usually a lot of low bar squatting. So I think it's very cool to see.
I guess for the crowd, it makes it more difficult to read because an I-bar can get really grindy, but I feel like it was a sensible opener.
Yeah, looked really easy. I think high bar is one of those ones sometimes you can kind of fold over a lot easier underneath the bar, so hopefully we don't see any of that today.
Next lifter out is Miyu Sato from Japan, 102.5. The Japanese team have been spot on with their attempt selection. She's opening quite far of her personal best of 120. Expecting a big jump. Should this one move well, we'll see. She struggles to present the bar. She's asked to replace. What went wrong here, Alex?
I actually don't know. I couldn't spot anything there from what I could see. Maybe she wasn't standing up right enough, or maybe her knees were a bit soft, but they look good here.
I think it was a bit of both. But finally, she received the squat command. She drops down into the hole, but manages the attempt.
It's lovely. 2 to 1. Still a good lift.
So in that case, a red card from the front is not that worrying to me because with narrow stance and huge squats, it is difficult to judge from the front.
Absolutely.
With that replay, I think she should be safe.
Look perfect. Look great.
Now we move on to Kala Rilevich from Canada, 105. She's
opening 5 kilos below her personal best.
Yep, that's much closer. And we're gonna reset the clock. Now the rack is adjusted. Nice and controlled.
Very nice. Obviously, she's made a lot of progress in her squat since her last comp. 2 to 1 again.
And we've seen these juniors and sub-juniors making incredible gains, incredible progress, and showcasing it on the platform.
This thing you find with sub-juniors as well, isn't it? That add like they can add like 50 kilos to their total in 2 months since their last competition.
Stop! I'm already jealous, so it's tough for me to accept.
100%.
Newbie gains are far away now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now Ella McKinney from Great Britain won 17.5, the same gap to her personal best as the Canadian, just 5 kilos shy.
Nice. 3 white lights. Looks fantastic. Another lifter here who's clearly made a lot of progress on their squat.
I don't know if you would agree, but usually that first squat, especially on those kind of platforms, is the most nerve-wracking attempt. But so far, so good.
Without a doubt. It's something I always say to lifters when I'm with them. It's like this is probably going to be the hardest part of your day, is this first squat. You got nerves. Probably for a lot of these lifters, it's like their first worlds, all these sort of things. It can be really nerve-wracking, you know? So great to see everyone's doing really well getting on the board.
Yeah, I feel like once you get going, it gets way easier.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now Lara Figueredo, Uruguay, 127.5. And look at where we are compared to her personal best.
Yeah, wow. She's already opening above it.
That's a huge low bar.
Just
How
gonna
does it
say.
work for her?
Wow. Clearly really well.
2 to 1.
2 to 1
good
again.
hit. What was that yellow for?
I was going to say maybe just not being upright enough. You see that a lot with like these kind of low bar lifters. Oh, overruled by the jury.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but not standing upright would have been blues.
You're right. You're right, sorry. I actually don't know what she got called for there. Do you know anything?
I think I don't know what the center ref called, but I think the jury were not satisfied with the position, so they still overruled. Now it is Ayana White Nwampa from Great Britain, 145.
Opening 20 kilos above her personal best squat.
1 year of competitive experience, 17-year-old, already on the biggest stage.
Insane.
145 for a sub-junior, 63 as an opener.
Ridiculous. 20 kilos above her personal best as well.
Can she be one to compete with the A group?
Nice. Really, really nice.
Somewhat sticky towards
I
lockout,
was
but
just gonna
is that
say,
her technique maybe?
It could be one of those ones. You see that a lot with lifters, that sometimes they might look a bit slow coming up out of the hole, holding position, and then they go up 5 kilos, 7 kilos, and just keeps moving the exact same. So she could be one of those squatters as well.
Especially judging by the fact that she squats pretty narrow, but
Very
she
narrow
has such
squats.
long femurs.
Yeah.
It makes for a stickier lockout.
Absolutely.
Final opener of this first group, Arden Hyatt from the USA, 147.5.
Opening on her personal best. This is just becoming unfair now.
Another narrow squat, but she might be a bit leant forward. It took a bit of time for her to receive the squat command.
Looks a bit tough there coming up out of the hole. Could have just been a bit of a misgroove. 2 to 1. 2 reds.
And usually 2 reds from the side.
Probably death.
It's not a great sign.
Let's watch the replay.
I think it's right on the fence.
Yeah, very borderline.
I think the members of the jury aren't satisfied with that squat. But I think it's one of those 50-50s. If it was 2 to 1 good lift, it would not have gotten overturned.
100%. 100%.
It happens, you need to be convincing, especially when you are opening the heaviest in the group.
Absolutely. There's going to be a lot more eyes on you when you are the last one coming out in a flight.
That's for sure. So all but 2 lifters on the board. We are missing Hyatt from the USA and Figueredo from Uruguay. We now have Ariel Molnar from Canada jumping 5 kilos from 92.5 to 97.5. Let's see that high bar once again.
Yeah. a bit tougher, but I think the 5 kilo jump from the opener was a good call. I don't know if that was me, I'd probably go up another 2.5 maybe, play conservative, save the energy for the rest of the day.
Yeah, you don't want to get 5 in the squat but lose 10 because you're gassed out in the deadlifts.
Absolutely. I've been there.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, too many times.
Next lifter out, Miyu Sato from Japan. She's making a 7.5 kg jump from 102 to 110.
You sort of see with these like lighter weight classes as well, we probably won't see much bigger of a jump than like a 10 kilo or a 7. You know what I mean? It's usually going to be a 7 or a 10.
Yeah, from the first to the second, it seems reasonable.
Absolutely.
More would be ambitious.
Yes, 100%. With the OG Inzer singlet. Really good.
2
2
to
to
1,
1.
a good lift. So a blue here, so that could be for lack of presentation. Yep, she's
Jury's
getting
overruled.
overturned. Soft knees,
Yeah,
soft
yeah.
hips, no
Yeah,
lift.
that was a fair call. I'd probably have done the same myself.
It looks work from the side. I can't understand the white from the front, but
Yeah.
from the side it is much clearer.
Yeah, way easier to see from that angle.
Now Kala Hirnevich from Canada, 112.5. That would be a 2.5 kg personal best.
PB on the second attempt. You know, it's a good day.
Especially if there's room for a third. Let's judge for ourselves.
Nice. It's a bit tough for a second. Oh, 2 reds.
She
For
seems
depth.
surprised. It looked just about the same from afar.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look at the replay.
Yeah.
And keep in mind,
Oh,
this is
jury's
the angle from
overruled.
which she receives the white, so it does it justice. She gets overruled to a good lift.
It's great to see that the jury are active as well today. They've been really
And that
on
it
the
works
ball all
both
week.
sides.
Absolutely. It goes both ways.
Now Ella McKinney, Great Britain, 125.
Another 2.5 kilo squat PB on the second attempt.
I like the determination in the eyes. Love that energy. But it depends on the lifter. You want to see some lifters attack the bar. Some others need to be calm, collected, poised on the platform. Do what feels right for you.
Oh, nice.
That surely is right for her. 3 white lights, a good lift, new personal best.
Amazing. Like I said earlier, I'm extremely jealous of all of these people hitting these PBs so easily.
We've been there. We felt what that felt like, but yep, I know what you feel. I know what you're saying. Now one lifter we are missing on the board, Lara Figueredo, Uruguay. She's still jumping 5 kilos after missing her opener.
It's a risky move, but if it works out well, it keeps you in the race. So sometimes you just got to do it if you want to stay competitive throughout the class.
It's the kind of move when you make it and it succeeds, you're a genius, but if it fails, you're a moron.
Absolutely.
So hopefully they know what went wrong and they can correct the matter with that attempt.
Yeah. Super low bar position here.
She makes an effort to try and stand upright. Can she do the same at the end of the rep?
I think this looked better.
How about that last light? 3 white lights,
3
undeniable.
lights. Fantastic. Genius move.
She managed to make it undeniable. That's your job as a lifter.
And I think it's so amazing to see as well when because these lifters are so young. Like I think we forget sometimes that they're sub-juniors. They're all under 18. So to be able to come back from something like that and go up and be able to execute when you need to, clear sign of a great athlete, you know?
Absolutely. And we've been talking about it with Amelia, but the mental aspect of powerlifting is so important. It
100%.
was overlooked in the past, starting to get more and more regards, get more and more into consideration, even with coaches on midday, etc. But Great reaction from these youngins. Harden Hyatt now needs to do the same. She's retaken her missed opener, just slightly above depth.
Really a smart move here. Oh wow. Let's see what the 2-1. Okay. See how the jury think about this, but looks good to me.
Yeah, she's not safe yet from a jury intervention, especially that the angle from which she receives a red is this one. But judging by the replay,
Looks better than the opener for sure.
it did look better. Not much
Looked easier
discussions
as well.
happening, so I think she should
I
be
think she's
safe.
good, yeah.
Next lifter out is Ayana White Nwamka from Great Britain, 152.5. She already opened 20 kilos above her registered PB. She's now trying to increase it even more.
Bit of a fight there coming up out of the hole. You kind of
it's
see with those like 3 white lights. Fantastic.
I think it was nicely judged because you're allowed to pause, you're not allowed to go down.
Bar can't go down, yeah.
The movement was completed in one singular upwards movement. 3 white lights, undeniable, but maybe a bit harder than expected
Yeah,
for a second
yeah.
attempt.
Maybe up like 2.5. Just try to build the total, chip away.
So in that case, you would risk an attempt, or would you scrap it out? You're attempting the third squat?
I would go up to 2.5. I would risk it unless the lifter came back and was like, yeah, I don't got any more.
Yeah, maybe
You know
I'm
what I
guessed
mean?
out. Into
But for the
third
most
round
part,
we go now.
you gotta take as much as you can, you know. Especially if you're coming in competitive and you're the last out to squat, it's take whatever you can to stay in the lead, you know.
Absolutely. Now, Ariel Mornar, 100 kilos. She took your advice, a 2.5 kg jump.
Nice, perfect call. What can I say?
I don't know who gave him the idea, but it was the right one. Get the momentum going. 3 for 3 in the squat event for Canada.
Yeah, I really do feel like the third squat. I always say the third squat can kind of like sets the tone for the rest of your day. So always aiming to get your third is a very important.
Now we have Miyu Sato from Japan retaking 110. She needs to make her lockout more convincing, work on her knees and her hips.
Yeah.
Your job now as an athlete is to convince all 3 referees on the platform to be safe from any jury intervention.
Absolutely. Got to be undeniable, especially on the world stage.
Tough third attempt, but great way to stay with the bar.
Yeah, I
I
was just gonna
appreciate
say.
that from the lifters.
Absolutely. I'm sure the spotters do as well.
And yet, please don't overlook the role of spotters. It is so important, just obviously for the safety of the lifters, but even for the rhythm of the competition, to make the warm-ups predictable, the pace of the competition predictable. Such an important role.
Yeah.
Now 115 for Kayla Hirnovich from Canada, jumping 2.5.
Once again, trying to set the tone for the rest of the day. Nice conservative 2.5 kilo jump. Playing it safe, just trying to get a number, the third attempt on the board.
From afar, it doesn't look deeper than our last
that.
attempt.
Yeah, 3 reds unfortunately. Just slight bit deeper.
Obviously, when you walk away from the platform having succeeded a lift, but not deep enough, you feel disappointed.
It's a strange feeling, isn't it? it's yeah.
You feel like you've managed the attempt, but you didn't meet the standards. So avoidable.
Absolutely. I find a lot of times when you can get nervous and you'll just kind of end up cutting it slightly.
It happens to the best of us. Now Ella McKinney, Great Britain, 130, a jump of 5.
5 kilo PB from her personal best as well. So here's hoping she gets this.
And with those third attempts, I want to see the lifters repeat that exact same setup. Do not change your routine for a third.
Absolutely. Keep everything the same.
I think she does just that.
Nice. She looks absolutely delighted. I think. Oh.
Oh,
She
she might
regs.
have missed the re-rack command. Did she meet the command to re-rack here? Because I don't see her stepping during the attempt. Yeah, I think she might have skipped the command.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's
we saw
even
the-
more avoidable.
Absolutely,
Heartbreaking.
absolutely. It's even worse than the last one. It's a bad situation to be in.
142.5 for Lara Figueredo. Now she
So-
has regained some confidence. She's making a
Yeah.
bigger jump from the second to the third than from a missed opener to the second.
Trying to build up that ground. That was probably their original planned third attempt anyway.
But you don't want to fall back on your usual technique, the one of the opener. You need to make it at least as convincing. Now stand upright and wait for the lights.
3 white lights. Great. Little skip off the platform. Very
Great.
happy with that.
I mean, she deserves to be happy. That was a great
Absolutely.
effort, valiant effort, and nice way to adapt on the day.
Yeah, and it's like we were talking about when we go back to mindset. Like even as a lifter, to do an opener and miss it, take a 5 kilo jump, and then be like, right, we got to take a 10 for your third. It's to be like mentally, it's pretty.
One of my pet peeves is when lifters take it personal when they get red lighted.
Absolutely.
And she did not. She
Did
just
not.
adapted to the standards.
Yeah.
And walked away with a new personal best in the squat event. Nicely done.
Amazing. Like I said, these are sub juniors. Like the mindset of these athletes is absolutely incredible. It's inspiring almost.
Now 155 for Harden Hiat from the USA. 7.5 kilo jump for that same amount of a personal best. Provisional lead in the squat with the A group yet to compete. Great use of the knee cave to drive up. How
Let's see,
about
big.
depth?
3 white lights. Fantastic. She's obviously very happy with that. And insane as well. The fact that 155 is B group squat numbers. Absolutely insane.
We have to tip it. These sub-juniors have been very impressive so far. And we are far away from the end of this championship.
Here we go.
Final attempt of the B group. Ayana White and Wampa from Great Britain, 155. One final jump of 2.5.
Like we said, taking that conservative 2.5 kilo jump, just trying to get that third lift on the board, build as much kilos as we can. This will be a 30 kilo personal best from her previous squat in comp.
Talk about improvements being made.
And we can only presume that it's going to be pretty similar with the other 2 lifts as well, if she's put this much on squat alone.
So that one will be a no lift, but still more than 25 kilos of improvement on her squat. That would be a great improvement on a total, so let alone on a
absolutely.
squat. What I'm curious to see is how this squat competes with the A group.
I was just going to say, we've seen it a lot throughout the week even alone. There's been people who've managed to nab a few medals from the B group, so it's very exciting to see.
But we have very strong sub-juniors in the A group. You'll see with openers ranging from 135 to 163 already an attempt at a world sub-junior record.
Insane.
The first one of the A group to step foot on the platform is Laura Geraldo Herrera, Spain, at 135.
Only 7 kilos below her personal best. So presuming she's going to either match that or maybe take a little jump above it on her second. All goes well. very, very fast. That does not look 7.5 kilos below her personal best.
That's 3 white lights, a good lift. She's on the board. Maybe a bit asymmetrical out of the hole. That would be my only concern with that opener.
Yeah. Sometimes you can kind of see form break down a bit early, even on like on the lighter weights. So it'll be interesting to see as the weight goes up how things start moving.
Now the bar is loaded for a representative of Czechia, Eva Marisova, 140. I'm gonna wait for the lights on that one. 3 white lights, a good lift.
I find sometimes it's kind of harder to tell depth when you've got like different color singlets as well, so sometimes it can almost expose you as well. So
Yeah. I mean, depth is also a question of angles and perspective.
Absolutely.
But she's on the board, and we are expecting the same outcome for all 6 openers that we have lined up for us. Next one, Gianna Ancona from the USA, 142.5. And what would be, as a coach, your recommendation for a squat opener?
Something that you can do any day. Something that can, regardless of circumstances, you're able to hit it. You can show up and you can hit it. If sometimes timings with like warm-ups can be different and things like that, and there could be things can get a bit messy. There's a very snappy lockout.
Snappy's the word.
Yeah,
3 white lights.
I've never seen somebody lock out a squat like that. Still, 3 white lights, great. Only 2.5 kilos below her personal best as well, which is...
There's way more in the tank, that is for sure.
Absolutely.
And now the Mexicans in the crowd are getting loud for their hometown favorite,
absolutely
Alex
love it.
Lopez. Also opening on 142.5.
Personal best of 155.5, so that's probably a record back home in Mexico. So hopefully, maybe she might be aiming to chip this today.
And Mexican really have been bringing the heat, both on the platform and in the crowd. We love that energy.
Absolutely, it really brings it to the comp, doesn't it? It brings the energy. I love it. I absolutely love it.
The atmosphere is different. Smooth enough.
Very fast.
How about the lights? All white.
3 white
It's a good
lights.
lift.
The crowd are happy.
Not much more you can ask out of an opener.
Absolutely. And that's a perfect example of like we were talking about 2 minutes ago. Something you can do any day of the week. Something that's super fast, super easy. Something that'll give you confidence for your second attempt, because that's the whole point, right? You want to set yourself up for confidence under the bar.
Yeah, really a tone setter. You're right.
Absolutely.
Next lifter out is the second Spanish of this group, Alexandra Fragoso Kurczak, 150. I mean, coached by a squat specialist, we can only expect some great squat action out of Alexandra.
Absolutely.
Mr. Antonio Perez Barros, multiple-time world record holder in these squat events.
Multiple. Oh, really nice. Really nice. See it that like super low bar as well, like, but still that really like upright position. It's great to see.
Yeah, very optimized technique at such a young age is impressive.
Insane.
Now, same weights for Isabel Ugalde, Costa Rica, 150. And Isabel, you know what, is someone we've seen before in this championship on the equip side. So she's competing 3 days apart.
Wow.
That is impressive.
That is incredible. I don't know how people do it. Bit of a sticky opener. Small but heavy. Oh, 2 reds. Let's have a look at the replay here. I'm pretty sure that's depth. Coach is rushing over to the jury. Yeah, that looked...
It's gonna be tough to try and argue for that squat.
No, I don't think the jury are going to overrule that.
Yeah, unfortunately, the coach is sent off. No lift for Costa Rica. And in that case, what would you do?
In that situation, with the fact that that was a tiny bit tough as well, I would probably just stay the same weight. I think it would be very risky to take any sort of jump after that opener, especially the fact that it was a tiny bit high.
Now, same weight, 152 for Miranda Saleta, Mexico. 17 years young, 2 years of competitive experience.
Another hard opener. Still
white
moved
lights.
and held up really well, but
It was somewhat slow towards lookout, but she was unfazed. It was, just usual for her.
once again, like we said, sometimes people can just continue to squat at the same speed.
And now you see the screen clicking. Something red is written because it is a World Sub-Junior record attempt for Chadel Pascal.
On an opener. So it's like we talked about earlier. It's one of these ones where it's either a genius move to open on a record or maybe not.
The current world record is 162.5. And apparently it's not going to stand for long anymore.
Personal best of 165.5, so only opening 2.5 below her personal best. So once again, obviously a lot of progress has been made here.
Yeah, she's done more than the world record on the national side of competition. How about on the international? It does not look heavy on her back whatsoever. Let's see it, Chadel.
Baby weight.
Wow, and if a world record moves like that,
3 white lights, a new world sub-junior squat record. Amazing. As an opener. So obviously this record is going to be extended a lot today.
the thing is, we can't underplay what she's doing because no one in the world has ever done that before, and she's doing it with ease.
Yeah. We still have 2 more attempts to go.
And as it stands, we have 2 members of the B group on the squat podium, but with a lot more squats to go. 16 attempts, so the rankings are going to move all around. And already back on the platform is Laura Giraldo from España, 140.
Two and a half kilos below her personal best. Team Spain opting for a 5 kilo jump from their first to second.
I would argue it was better than the opener.
I
Three white
was
lights.
just going to say, yeah. They obviously made the conservative call from first to second, and then probably sometimes you might find that you just have a little misgroove on your opener, and then you go up and you correct what needs to be corrected, and then it moves like that.
I think it would be fair that she makes the exact same jump.
I would reckon they will probably take a 5, try and go for a PB. PB on the international platform is nothing to.
Now from Czechia, Eva Maresova, 147.5, a bigger jump of 7.5.
Nice quick setup. You see a lot of lifters take their time to get under the bar.
A reasonable second, but 2-1. One red light for depth from the right side referee.
She didn't look too happy there coming out under the bar. Seen a little bit of a shake in her head. Like I said, maybe it was one of those ones where it was a bit of a misgroove. Hopefully she can correct it for her third attempt.
She's only 5 kilos shy of her personal best, so would you make the jump to try and match it or go conservative and just 2.5?
Me personally, I would probably play conservative. Like we said, third squat sets the tone for the rest of your day, especially if you're somewhere competitive, battling in the A group. Take what you can and move.
Makes sense. Now Gianna Ancona, USA, 150. She has perhaps the snappiest opener we've seen
Yeah, absolutely.
of the whole championship.
And this is 5 kilos above her personal best.
So 150 it is for our second attempt. Three white lights. Once again, very snappy at lockout.
Very snappy, very snappy.
She had me worried there for a second. I thought she might have been too lent
A
forward.
bit, yeah. I was thinking that as well. Just as the lockout comes in, knees could maybe be a small bit soft, but looked 3 white lights, so it's all good.
And now, the only lifter we are missing on the board as we speak is Isabel Ugalde, Costa Rica. She's not retaking 150. She's going up to 152.5. She needs a bit more depth.
So I'd say they're probably taking the 2.5 kilo jump to try and stay in the race as much as they can.
From afar, it looks deeper. Did that dip or did that pause is also the question. How about the lights? 2 to 1. Good lift. She's on the board, but not yet safe from a jury intervention. 1 red light from the right-hand side referee.
Definitely look better than the opener in terms of depth. A lot stickier than the first.
I'm glancing at the jury to try and see whether or not they're discussing
They
it.
don't seem like they're having conversation.
So the Costa Rican should be safe and sound on the board. Now Alex Lopez, Mexico, jumping 10 kilos from 142.5 to 152.5. Still below her personal best of 155.5. So seemingly a reasonable second.
Crowd favorite, obviously.
Clock is ticking. Can she beat the buzzer? She received the squad command with 4 seconds left on the clock. Utilizing the 1 minute to get some confidence. And 3 white lights.
That was only 3 kilos below her personal best, so I would expect us to see her come out for a personal best in her third.
The thing is, she won't be able to match it because there's a 0.5 of a record in there. So either she just slightly lower or bump it up by 2 kilos.
Bump it up by 2, yeah. I think with the way that moved, I would probably jump to the 157 from there.
I would agree.
I don't see why not.
Now Alexandra Fragoso Kurczak, España, jumping 7.5 to 157.5. This would be a match personal best for the Spaniard.
I think this should be very easy based off the opening attempt we saw.
Will that be your first commentator's curse of the day? We'll see.
Let's hope not.
I don't think so. She looked good. She looked strong. It's more of a grind for sure, but as expected for a second, 3 white lights, a good lift. Match personal best. Now, where do you go from there? Do you bet on your low bar to be very grindy, or do you play it safe with 2.5?
I think considering she's already got a silver medal and she's pretty far away from being able to overreach for gold, I would probably just play it conservative, take the 2.5. Like I said, build the total, really try and get as much as we can out of the lifter coming into deadlifts, because that's where the real battle comes into play.
Miranda Saleta, Mexico, 157.5, so the same weight, but she's lighter on body weight. She will overtake Fragoso for provisional squat silver. Oh, I think it might have dipped. I don't know if the spotter took the bar before the referee's command, though.
Yeah, it was, I think we'll watch the replay here, but it did seem like it was going down slightly. But it did also look like she was able to still grind it out, if you get me.
I agree.
A little dip in the bar there.
And I don't think our coach is going to jury to ask for another attempt, so
No.
I think he feels it was the right decision to take the bar.
If anything, you're almost kind of lucky that it happens like that instead of grinding out the lift fully and then still just getting the reds, like we were saying earlier, with having the doing the lift and then failing due to a technicality. It can be very frustrating.
And now we have Chadel Bascara back on the platform, the representative of New Zealand, going for 170.5. This is 8 kgs above what was the world record before she stepped onto the platform for the first time.
Insane. And it's like Alex said earlier, like this has never been done before. It's insane.
You might not realize it because it looks casual for her, but yeah, it's never been done before.
Insane. Second attempt. Wow.
That should be good enough.
3 white knights.
Once
Another world sub-junior squat record.
Wow, she really shines in her last squat event as a sub-junior. She's 18-year-old, 3 years of competitive experience, breaking the world record in these squat events twice with one more attempt to go.
And almost 12 kilos above what's currently sitting in second place for the squats.
She's forecasted in third as we speak in total in the class based on openers in the bench press and in deadlift. So my question would be, what do you load? My only concern would be keeping the chip. Other than that, I'm not sure how much she has left in the tank.
That's
It's
the
hard
thing,
to read.
isn't it? Yeah. Once again, I feel I'm going to keep giving the same answer. I'd probably go with the more conservative approach. Do what you can, take the chip. They've got a 5, so going 175.5. That is probably what I would do if I was in that situation.
Now Laura Girardo Herrera from Spain, 145, 2.5 kg personal best in the making.
Oh, what a grind. She looks happy. 3 white lights. Great. She's extremely happy. Jumps into her coach. Over the moon. Tone set for the rest of the day.
Great momentum builder into the bench press event. Now Eva Maresova from Czechia, 152.5, 5 kilo jump to match her personal best.
And like I said earlier, even being in a position to match your personal best at a competition like this after traveling for how many hours and everything and different food and staying in a hotel, it's insane.
That was the right call.
The perfect call.
2 to 1, a good lift, just like
Nice.
her second attempt.
Yeah.
We'll have a
That
close
was a
look
great
at the
grind.
replay. Do you feel that she might be in danger, judging by the replay?
Based on what I can see, I would give that away. I think that's fine. But this is also not the side that she got given the red. So hopefully she gets away with that with the jury. They seem like there's no more discussion going on, so I think she's safe.
Now aiming for a provisional squat bronze from the USA, Gianna Ancona, 157.5. This is to surpass Hayat, also from the USA, but with a lot more squats to go, this is a very provisional medal.
Yeah. Will also put her provisionally overall in second place. So probably the right call to make. Take that jump, try and stay ahead early while you can, and then keep that ground.
Another very snappy squat. 3 white knights,
Nice.
3 for 3.
And a 7.5 kilo PD.
So provisional squat bronze. But we now have multiple attempts at 157.5 lined up for us. Isabel, Alex, and Miranda. 2 Mexican, 1 Costa Rican. This one is for provisional squat silver.
Wow. And I remember her second attempt was pretty tough. So a 5 kilo jump. Maybe, like we said earlier, she could have said it was a bit of a misgroove, felt a bit more difficult than it needed to be, and she can fix it and we'll come back.
You never
So
know.
fingers crossed.
With the adrenaline of a last attempt and the support of the home crowd, Isabel Ugalde, it's just not here today.
Just a tiny bit too heavy. I think sometimes you just got to go for it, don't you?
Absolutely, absolutely. And now back-to-back Mexican on the platform for that same attempt. Alex Lopez. 5 kilo jump. She's doing just what we expected. Trying to surpass her personal best by 2 kgs.
Took the jump.
Provisional squat silver just over Oncona Fragoso.
Yeah, put her into, yeah.
It looks like it's gonna come down to body weight to determine who walks away with a medal in the squat event. It's a tight class of sub-junior 63s. Once again, she utilizes this whole minute to set up to the best of her capabilities. She grinds out the attempt. How about the lights from the referees? To the one. A good lift. So that is provisional squat silver from Mexico.
Super tight squat battle today.
And we have 3 more squats to go. Miranda Saleta, Mexico, retaking 157.5 after missing it during the second round of squat. We thought for a moment that she would be able to grind it out, then she dipped. The spotter saved her. She saved some gas. Can she correct what happened just a few minutes ago? It's gonna be a no lift. It looked harder than
too
the
heavy.
second attempt.
Sometimes I feel like you can gas yourself a tiny bit early on the second attempt. This is why we want to take the conservative jumps from opener to second to third. Really give yourself, save as much energy as we can to allow yourself to set you up for a really good third.
Next lifter out, hoping to retake the silver medal in the squat battle of the 63 sub-juniors is Alexandra Fragoso Korczak, 160. The smallest job possible when it's not a record attempt, 2.5. That would be a new personal best once again. And guaranteed medal, bare minimum bronze, provisional silver.
Also, 2.5 kilos below what the world record was 20 minutes ago.
Not too shabby.
Insane. Insane. Real textbook squat here. It's great to
Keep in
see.
mind,
Such a
she'll
young
need
age.
this because she's forecasted in first in the class, but very much hunted by both Ascona, Pascara. Grind it out. Oh,
just
she's
too
unable
heavy.
to.
So this will change how the rest of the day goes.
This opens the door for sure
Absolutely.
to Oncona from the USA and Pascara from New Zealand, especially if she can manage one final world sub-junior record in the squat event, 175.5. Her opener, 163, was 0.5 above the world record. Her second attempt, 170.5, was another world record. Imagine 3 squat attempts, all 3 being world record attempts. She's a real squat machine. She might be the sensation of the class. Shadel Pascara, the bar is loaded. She's been on point so far. Very difficult to bet against her for that squat. 175.5, 3 red place in a chip for a world sub-junior record. Let's go, Chanel, work it.
Wow.
The best 63 squatter in the world. Chanel, give me the squat program. You are a world record holder.
Absolutely incredible. 3 world records. Back to back to back. Insane.
She closes this squat event in the best way possible. A quick recap. Squat podium, bronze medalist from Spain, Alexandra Fragoso Kochak with 157.5. With the same best attempt but lighter on body weight from Mexico, Alex Lopez walks away with squat silver. And with a new world record of 175.5, Shadel Pascara from New Zealand is your squat gold medalist. We'll be back, Alex, in about 9 minutes for some bench press. See you then.
Can't wait.
And just like that, we are back in action after a quick 10-minute break. We've seen some fabulous squat action, a new world sub-junior record in the squat event of 175.5 for Team New Zealand. And bench will start with the B group. Openers ranging from 42.5 for Team Japan to 75 for Harden Hyatt of the USA. You heard the clock ticking. We are back underway. There we go, Chief Referee signaling that the bar is loaded. Our speaker in the room, Ivan Eraten, is repeating it to the crowd. They're fired up. They want to see some bench press. Let's see what Miyu Sato can do. She was quite below her usual level in the squat events, hoping for a different outcome in the bench press.
Yeah, absolutely. Only opening 7.5 kilos below her personal best, so maybe planning to match that today.
Japan, a nation well known for their bench technique. Wow, that's lovely.
Very, very easy. I think you'll see.
I think it's just a technical issue. We're going to see the flags get thrown in the air. 1, 2, and 3. They're all whites. It's all good for Miyu Sato.
You'll see a lot with these lighter weight lifters as well, that they'll move really, really fast, and then they take like a 2.5 kilo jump, and it gets very hard very quickly.
And the thing is, 2.5 might not seem impressive, but if you think about this in percentage, 2.5 on a 50 kilo bench is massive. On a 50 kilo bench, 2.5 is 5%. It's huge. So now Ariel Mornar from Canada opening with 50 kilos. That would already be a new personal best.
Obviously bench has gone very well this prep.
She's the youngest of the flight. She still has 3 more years as a sub-junior.
Very easy.
2 to 1, a good lift. I'm not surprised by the yellow lights. Might have seen some anticipation of the press command.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes the lifters can just get a bit excited, but still very, very easy.
Bars loaded for another fellow Canadian, Kalarinovic, 55.
Competing 4 years, competing already at 18 is crazy.
That's a lot.
I think a lot of us wish we started when we were 14.
Oh yes. What were you doing when you were 14?
You don't want to know.
3 white lights for Team Canada, back-to-back solid openers. Bars already loaded for Ella McKinney, Craig Prison, 57.5.
2.5 kilos above her personal best.
The bench may be the most setup dependent lift, so you might want to utilize that whole minute to make sure you're on point with it. Nice tension on the way down. Ooh!
Seems like the bar kind of dipped a bit forward there.
So it's going to be a no lift. I'm curious, can you pick up anything that went wrong on the replay?
It almost looks like the bar goes forward, like towards her stomach, as she locks out. Just a small little misgroove, I'd say. It still moved really easy.
And I don't know if you've picked it up, but that right elbow might have been a bit high.
Tiny bit.
Now Lara Figueredo, Uruguay, opening with 65 kilos. This is way above a registered PB of 57.5.
Another very technical setup on the bench.
Expanding her rib cage as much as possible to reduce range of motion while staying in the standards of the sport. Wow, lovely. A bit of suspense here, but I don't think she'll be in trouble. Nope. 3 white lights, a good lift. Same weights for GB zone Ayana White. She made some massive improvements in the squat events. Almost a 25 kg PB. How about the bench? She's opening just 2.5 shy of her PB of 67.5. Oh yeah, she's due for her personal best today.
Definitely. Super, super easy. Long range of motion as well. Long way to go.
And would your guidelines in terms of bench openers be the same as the squat events?
Absolutely. I think it's all very dependent as well with the new bench rule coming in as well. I think it's almost you have to play it safer with the bench press sometimes because you just don't know.
I have a very specific rule for my lifters. It is you need to open with something you are able to loss and press.
Absolutely. Because you see it a lot as well. I've been there when I've competed myself or had lifters, and sometimes your shoes can be a bit slippy or the platform can be it's hard to get grip. So sometimes you're kind of better off being in that position where you're able to do that.
You have to be ready for anything. Now 75 for Adnan Hayat from the USA.
First lifter we've seen with a bit of a sink on the bench press.
And it works. 3 white lights. Might not have been her best sink, not the most control, but it's an opener. You get a feel for it. She managed to maintain all points of contact on the bench. That's already good, because with some of those explosive sinks, we've seen yet of some lifters lift off the bench, and that is to be signaled with a yellow light. Miyusato, Japan, 47.5, 5 kg jump. That's more than a 10% improvement on her first attempt.
Also only 2.5 kilos below her personal best, so maybe hoping to just chip that today.
And if you are underestimating that jump, imagine it is like an 83 jumping from 140 to 152.
Absolutely.
And she works. It works wonders for her.
I think we're going to see a PB today on the platform.
Hopefully. But bench is going much better than her squat events. So nice way to maintain her head in the game.
Absolutely.
Bars already loaded for Ariel Monar, Canada, 52.5.
This will be a PB for her as well. So always good to be in PB territory on your second attempt.
Another question for you, coach, as I'm looking at her feet. What do you make of the use of heels in the bench press?
I think it's fine. I don't personally do it, but I know a lot of lifters that do, and they find that it helps them a lot more. They can just get into a slightly better position with them. So, we're all different, each to their own. So,
Really dependent on the leverages then.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that would be another good lift and another personal best for Canada and Ariel. Now we have the only lifter we are missing on the board, Ella McKinney from Great Britain, retaking 57.5. Two things to pay attention to here: elbow depth on the right, and that lockout that went forward.
Yeah, just a slight little missed groove, I think, because based off the speed of the rep, very easy. This should be no problem to her.
And sometimes lifters do that because they are afraid to clip the rack, but I would much rather clip the rack and not be sanctioned because it's not to be ruled as helpful sometimes.
Yeah.
Or just missing the attempt. So let's see if she clips the rack, manage the attempt, place your bets, but I don't think she'll recover. Great control on the way down. It goes up.
Way better.
How about the lights? 3 white lights, a good lift.
She's very happy with that.
No troubles with that right elbows. Referees are happy.
Nice tempo PB there.
Now from Canada, Kayla Hianovich jumping 5 kilos from 55 to 60. That would be a match personal best. Lovely.
3 white lights. Easy.
Yeah, I think she might be able to squeeze another 2.5.
Definitely.
Lara Figueredo, Uruguay, also jumping 5 from 65 to 70.
5 kilos above her personal best. Which, like we said earlier, is a really big jump in terms of percentages as well. 5 kilo jump, so it's great to see.
She saved some time by meeting the standards with her opener, not like in her squat. So now she gets 2 attempts to try and improve. Great technique. To the 1, a good lift. That yellow from the side usually indicates some sort of lifting of the glutes.
See it here on the replay.
Great reaction time by the media team. Love that. I see a contraction. I'm not sure if I see a lift.
I don't see anything. It seems like it stayed the whole time.
The rule says that you need to maintain all points of contact. They were maintained to me.
Absolutely. I agree.
Now, Ayana White and Wamka from Great Britain. From the same opener to that same exact second attempt. 65 to 70.
Another personal best second attempt here. Obviously made a lot of progress on both squat and bench from what we can see.
She might have lost a bit of tension on the way down, but she managed to hit a personal best on her second. 3 white lights.
3 white lights, yeah. Yeah, you can see, we watched the replay, it's a bit of a wobble, but still 3 whites and look great.
Yeah, our first attempt was softer on the chest for sure.
Definitely, definitely. Sometimes you can just lose that small bit of tension when you're trying to bring the bar down.
Now the last attempt of the second round of the B group. Harden Hyatt from the USA, 80 kilos. That's a 5 kilo jump for a 2.5 kilo personal best. That same wobbly sink to the 1, a good lift. And here, blue could only indicate 2 things, either lack of presentation or lockout, or downwards movements. Have you seen any of these 2?
Looks good to me. I can see maybe why they might have thought there was a bit of downward, because it was a bit wobbly, let's say, on the lockout. But
yeah, we are blessed
no
with slow
downward.
motion here to really dissect the movement at full speed from the side, different angles. I can understand why she would get a blue and leave it up to the jury if you have a doubt.
absolutely.
The third round starts with Miyu Sato from Japan, 52.5, back-to-back 5 kg jumps.
Yeah. Going for a 2.5 kilo personal best. Really coming back around from the squat attempt, like we were saying. Trying to set the tone for deadlifts.
Oh, she's battling for it, but not good enough. No lift.
Just not there today, unfortunately, but seems to have taken it well. Just moving on.
And you can see when she starts to push, she collapses a bit, and when the surface on which the pec lies is not safe and stable, it is hard to push.
Absolutely.
Now, Ariel Molnar, Canada, 55 kilos, collecting personal best attempts.
15 years old as well, by the way. Insane. Insane to be at this level at that age. Nice. 3 white lights. 2.5 kilo PB. Dare I say, maybe a little bit more room in the tank as well.
Yeah, but with such a long range of motion, you might want to risk it for a third.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like we were saying, you know, that small jump can make the biggest difference, isn't that right?
Yeah, but it's very easy to say afterwards.
100%.
Now, Ella McKinney, Great Britain, 60 kilos. She had to retake her opener for a technical mishap. Bit of a misgroove. The second was absolutely fine. She's aiming at a small personal best of 2.5. Nice and controlled once again.
Really, really good.
Oh, and this time the troubles with the right elbow. She seems to be surprised. And this time the replay will be very important. It does seem on the wrong side of the fence, but not that different from the second.
Sometimes when you bring the bar to a slightly different point of contact, even if it's just by a few centimeters, it can make such a big difference when it comes to things like elbow depth.
Exactly. If you're just tucking the elbows by centimeters off the previous one, it looks so different. And this time the coach is sent off. No lift for Team GB. Now Team Canada, 62.5 for Kayla.
Nice.
She's good for it. 3 white lights, 3 for 3 in the bench press event.
Another person walking away with a PB here.
Probably not the last, because we have now Ayana White and Wonka from Great Britain, 72.5. She already collected a new personal best in the second round, 70 kilos. She's now looking to improve by 2.5. She's in the B group, but she's forecasted to end up at least in the top 8. Maybe in the top 5 should all go well. But that same loss of tension on the way down here cost her the attempt. No lift.
Just that tiny bit too heavy. I think that's kind of the unfortunate thing with bench press sometimes for women, is that sometimes the right call could be a 1 kilo jump, maybe a 1.5 kilo jump, but you have to take the 2.5 unless it's a record. So
Now Lara Figueredo, Uruguay, back-to-back 5 kg jumps for the 16-year-old.
telling the spotter exactly how she wants her handoff.
That's the key element also of the bench press. taking a few seconds to explain how you would like the end off. It's such an important variable for some. It was even more important for the equipped championship, but still it does make a difference. Great attempt selection from Team Uruguay. 3 white
Great
lights,
call.
a good lift. Both the play caller and the bench are happy with that one. Final attempt of the B group, 82.5 for Arden Hyatt from the USA.
The only lifter in this flight wearing a belt for bench press as well. I think you see a lot of times with the lifters when they're sinking, they can keep a lot more tension throughout their body if they're using a belt.
And the thing is, it also creates some artificial kilos of pressure at the bottom. It helps with the leg drive transfer. Oh, it's less wobbly this time. Way more output of strength in the bar. Easy third attempt.
3 white lights, that was way better than our second attempt.
Wow.
It's like we said, it's just sometimes how you set up or where you bring the bar to your chest can just make the biggest difference.
Yeah. Refined technique for a third.
And such technical benchers for their age as well. It's incredible to see.
Yeah, everything's important in the bench press setup, joint stacking, timing, and the bench press is the movement with the most commands. The chief referee really dictates the rhythm, start, press, rack, so everything taken into account. I think it's the most technical lift.
100%. And the hardest.
Now 67.5, the first opener of the A group. And we'll go as far up as 105 for a bench press opener. Eva Marisova squatted 152.5. She's making easy work of 67.5, but a red card for elbow depth from the chief referee. We'll have a look at the replay. Do you smell trouble with that one?
Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Oh, overruled by the jury.
It was too borderline for them, so Czechia out of the board so far. Miranda Saleta, Mexico, taking the same opener, 67.5. To the one, a good lift. And I think that yellow would be for some sort of rebound during the press command and after the press command. See, it bumps.
Yeah.
So the bar going down after the press command into the chest is to be signaled with a yellow light. Now the new world sub-junior record holder of the squad event, Jadel Bhaskara, New Zealand, opening with 72.5, a match personal best.
It's such a great day on squats already to start off. We were talking about earlier, really set the tone for the rest of the day, and now opening on a personal best. Be sure to build as much ground as we can. Easy. 3 white lights.
And one thing to note is that if she can't secure a total, her record won't be valid, so she needs to secure at least one attempt in each and every movement. And now you can hear the roar of the Mexicans in the crowd. Alex Lopez is on the platform, setting up on the bench, opening with 72.5.
Only 3 kilos below personal best of 75.5, which once again is probably a record at home. So even if the lifters here aren't medaling individually. They're still probably lifting for national records back home as well, which is a really big deal.
Once again, another lovely opener. 3 white lights, a good lift. And once again, talking about 3 white lights, feel free to get in touch with our partners here. White Light Media, they have a booth over there. They've been taking pictures and videos of each and every athlete. Some top-notch quality. They're awesome. Now, Laura Giraldo Herrera, 85 kilos. And it's not even the biggest opener.
Reminder once again, these are sub-juniors. These weights are impressive for open lifters.
Exactly, if you are just joining us now, this is the 63 bench event, the sub-juniors. So 18 and under, 3 white lights for Laura. And we have 3 more openers to go. Costa Rica, USA and España. Isabel Ugalde, Gianna Oncona and Alexandra Fragoso Korchak. It's 87.5 for the Costa Rican. She's had a tough squat event, but she's competing just 3 days after competing in the equipped championship. So that takes a toll on your body for sure, but she managed 1 attempt. She's on the board. To the 1, a good lift. And you know what? I think bench might have recovered faster than squat.
Definitely, definitely.
The second to last opener, Gianna Oncona, USA, 95 kilos, a match personal best. Is she as snappy in the bench press event as in the squat event?
Really nice solid setup, taking her time.
Not as snappy, but very clean. 3 white lights for Team USA and Gianna. Yeah, that's solid. No loss of leg drive. Everything goes into the bar, and that's the goal. The very last opener, 102.5. Alexandra Fragoso Korchak.
The world sub-junior record is 104.
Not far off.
Not at all.
And I mean, judging by this opener and the other attempts, this opener could already guarantee her a podium finish in the bench press event. And then she might move on to a record attempt. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need this one to be on the board first for España. No troubles whatsoever. 3 white lights. We're in for a good one, Alex. We've seen record attempts in the squat. We're going to see some in the bench.
Do you think they're going to load it for the second attempt?
Nowhere else to go, really.
There you go.
105.5.
I would just chip. I would take the chip.
Okay.
On the second, 104.5. But depends what kind of jumps she takes in training, what she's comfortable with. Maybe she takes more.
We're going to see the take it come in just a few seconds. But as we speak, it is Ugalde in bronze from Costa Rica, Oncona from the USA in silver with 95, and Fragoso that you've just seen in gold with 102.5. The second round starts with Eva Maresova that we are missing on the board, 67.5. Wait for the command. Oh, and now she's getting emotional. She's struggling to understand what's happening. The coach is rushing through the jury table, looking to argue against the call for elbow depth. I think he might be able to argue, but he's sent her away. The jury's not happy with elbow depth. He needs to find a way for a lifter, for his lifter, to manage at least one attempt to be able to secure a total in the competition. She was aiming towards a top 8. Now she stepped back a bit, maybe more along the lines of a top 10. But bombing out for a sub-junior would be tough.
Very, very tough.
Saleta Miranda, Mexico, 72.5. She struggled to extend her elbows at the beginning, but then she managed to do so. And 3 white lights, a good lift. Now back on the platform will be our new world record holder in the squat events of the 63 sub-junior, Shadel Bascara, New Zealand, 77.5. 5 kilo jump for a new personal best of that same amount.
Not only a really, really strong squatter, also an incredibly strong bench presser as well. Really technical setup here, taking her time.
Some comfortable bench press attempts here. 3 white lights, a good lift.
I really do feel like the bench press is the one where you have to just try and build as much ground as you possibly can. Get all you can out of the bench.
Yeah, if she keeps on collecting attempts, she's making a strong case for her, at least on the podium and maybe for the title.
Absolutely. Even here, just looking off like prognosis, it's a very, very tight battle between top 5, 6 even.
Yep.
Every attempt matters from here on.
It's only a 5.5 kilo gap in between first and third as we speak. And now we have Alex Lopez from Mexico attempting 77.5, also a 5 kilo jump. But this one's for a new personal best and probably a Mexican record. 3 white lights, lovely second attempt.
The crowd are happy.
Yeah, proper technique, no breakdown, no signs of breaking down.
Super solid bench press.
Laura Giraldo Herrera jumping 5 from 85 to 90. This would be a match personal best in the bench press event.
Based off her opener as well, I think this is the right call. It's going to move pretty easy.
Three white lights, a good lift.
Very easy. I think we might see the same jump from opener to second that we do from second to third based off this.
Yeah, because
Moved really
this
well.
could have been an opener.
100%. Just like we say, we want to be conservative with our openers. Get on the board.
Now Isabel Ugalde, Costa Rica, 92.5, a 5 kg jump. And just like during the Equipped Championship, she has her support crew in the crowd with the Ugaldes team t-shirt, fueled by strength, driven by heart. I like that.
That's very cool. I like that. 2 kilo personal best.
It makes you want to root for the Costa Rican. So clean technically, just not there in terms of strength. It was just too big of a jump.
It could be, or maybe it's just one of those ones where, like we said earlier, bench is such a technical lift that if you bring the bar down to the wrong place or the the lift off isn't how you like it, or the setup isn't proper, it can make the biggest difference. Hopefully she comes back out and smokes it for her third.
Yeah, it looked very good from the back, but maybe it was not the correct timing of leg drive. We never know. We've seen some miracles happen.
Without a doubt. Crazier things have happened.
And now we have Chiara Ancona from the USA, who's reaching the milestone of 100 kilos. That's a good one. That's a feel-good attempt.
Absolutely, especially on the international platform. A number like that is insane. This is insane if it was a open male lifter. This would be impressive. So
I mean, yeah, this is a goal for a lot of athletes. 100 kilos for a 17-year-old as a second attempt.
insane. I still think one of the best days of my life was benching 100 kilos for the first time.
Come on, grind it out. Just not there.
Small, but too heavy by the looks of things.
In that case, I usually try and pick up if there's a discussion between the athlete and the coach to try and figure out what went wrong. I didn't get any glimpse of that, so we'll have to wait for the third round to try and see if she manages to get the attempt, work something out differently, because 100 kilos is a good one. And once again, our screens all flashing. World Sub-Junior record attempt. Alexandra Fragoso Korczak, España. She's going all out. This is not a small jump from 102.5 to 108. She gets the chip, as you mentioned, but it's a bigger one.
Absolutely, absolutely. To break a normal world record by 4 kilos, or to go 4 beyond it, is, like, for a squat or deadlift, is pretty insane. But for a bench, is something else.
She's
Personal best of 110, so she's done this before.
She's not going for the chip, she's going for the whole bag. And easy it is. How about the lights? They're all white. New world sub-junior record in the bench press by Team Spain with one more attempt to go. I guess we'll be over 110.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything because I was wrong the last time.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I would have said 110.5, but by the looks of it, they might look 113. I don't even know.
I think we're going to find out.
So obviously she leads the class in the bench press event with 108. She's in bench press gold. With who's in second? It's Ancona, USA with 95. And right behind her from Spain, Geraldo Ejera with 90. All of that subject to change with the attempts that are coming up. Now a very important one. We see Eva Marisova very emotional on the platform as she found the solution to stay on the board. Fingers crossed, everything crossed, sending her good vibes, energy. It was very close to being deep enough. She has the strength 100%. She did something different. 2-1, a good lift. She doesn't feel safe yet. She's crying. It is up to the jury. We're gonna have a closer look at the replay to try and gauge whether she's safe or not. She made the effort. She made the effort.
You can really see she tried and changed her technique too.
Jury discussions have ended. We have
She's on the
Team
board.
Czechia on the board. Whew. Goosebumps. Now Saleta Miranda, Mexico, 75. It's a 2.5 kg jump. Another personal best in the making in that bench press event. Extend the elbows. She might have lifted her glutes after the start command anyways.
I was going to say that as well. I think it was a bit of a stranger setup than her other attempts. You can see the elbows are tiny bit soft here by the looks of things, and then as you see, glutes come up after the start command. So, even if she had gotten this,
It would have been a no-no because you need to maintain all points of contact. Now Shadel Bhaskara, the rising star of New Zealand, attempting 80 kilos. She opened with 72.5. That was a match personal best, 77.5, a new personal best. Why not increase it by 2.5? Her second attempt looked pretty comfortable.
This lift is just as important as all of the other ones, just building that total.
Nice attempt selection by Team New Zealand. 3 white lights, a good lift. She's 6 for 6 so far in the championship.
Which is very important when there's battles that are this close. It's the main priority is going to be getting as many lifts as you can on the board.
Oh yeah, and now she's very much in the hunt, and Fragoso feels her presence right behind her. Now Alex Lopez, Mexico. The exact same strategy in the bench press. Opened with 72.5, went for 77.5. She's aiming at 80 kilos now. The bar is loaded. And right here we want to see the exact same setup. Do not change anything. It's been working for you, Alex. Repeat it. There she goes. How about the ref's lights? 3 white lights, a new personal best, and once again 3 for 3 in the bench press events. That's awesome.
And her previous personal best was 75.5, so this is also a national record back home as well, which is huge.
Being the best in your country, that is something. And the next attempt is already loaded, 92.5 for Laura Girardo Ejera. The Spaniard, she's in provisional bronze. She's looking to extend it because Ugalde is lighter on body weight, and she's going to be attempting the exact same weight. I think she might have re-racked early. Yeah, that's such an avoidable mistake.
It's like we said earlier, there's nothing worse than being in that position, especially when you press it that easy as well.
It's true, it did look pretty easy. And now you're threatened by Isabel Ugalde, Costa Rica, for that bench press medal. She's just out of the bench press podium. She smells blood. She missed it last time around on the platform. But she's strong. She's feisty. The crowd is in her favor. Why not?
100%. I think sometimes in these positions you just kind of have to go for it. Last attempt was a bit tougher than it should have been. So hopefully she can make some technical changes here and make up for it.
Let's look at that leg drive. The exact same attempt. No lift. So by the looks of it, Giraldo will be safe in bench press bronze. So the medal position are all set in the bench press events. Third, Giraldo from Spain. Second, Ancona from the USA. First, Fragoso from Spain. But these next 2 attempts will be very important. Why? Because they are building towards a podium finish and maybe the title. So now it is 100 kilos for Gianna Ancona from the USA. For some reason she missed it last time around on the platform.
Same.
And apparently she is not coming out for that attempt. Is that surprising to you?
To me, it looked like it was a slight misgroove on the second, but I think sometimes when you're in that position, maybe your back cramps or something comes at you, and I think the safer call, depending on what the lifter wants, is just scratch the attempt. She's letting the clock run as well, being very very sportsmanlike to let the other lifters have that extra minute of rest.
Absolutely, that's competition etiquette. That is good, but hopefully it's not something too bad. You mentioned back cramping. It does happen in the bench press, especially in such a hot and humid atmosphere that you might not be used to. So you want to use as much of your time to try and rehydrate, mobilize that back, and get back into the swing of things for deadlifts.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sometimes that extra 10 minutes of just chilling out, doing what you need to do, rehydrating, replenishing, can make the biggest difference to how you perform later on in the day, and that's going to be the main priority always, you know.
And now you are seeing it on your screen. It is Alexandra Fragoso Korczak once again going all out. She doesn't care about a chip. She wants the whole bag, like we said. She's going for 113 in
She's
the
fired
bench
up.
press.
She wants it all.
The previous record, 104. She managed 108, now 113. Talk about an improvement on the world record. This one would also be a new personal best in competition. I imagine she managed to do something close of that in training, and this is where the confidence comes from. But repeating training on the biggest platform is something. Let's see it. 113 for Alexandra Fragoso. Come on! Wow. Absolutely insane. 3 white lights. Back-to-back World Sub-Junior record attempts in the bench press. And it ends up being 113, 9 kilos above the previous world record.
What an incredible flight so far. We've seen 3 world record squats, 2 world record benches, and I don't feel like it's going to stop anytime soon.
Yep, we might have a few surprises lined up for you in the deadlift event. Maybe deadlift records, maybe total records. Come back with us in about 9 minutes for some great deadlift action. See you then. And just like that, we are back in action, live from San Jose, Costa Rica, for the ending of the flight of the 63s sub-juniors. We've seen a new world record in the squat event. We've seen a new world record by another lifter in the bench press event. I'm excited for deadlifts now. And judging even by the B group, we're gonna see some interesting deadlifts. Wide range of openers, starting off with 102.5, and we'll go as far up as 172.5 in the B group, Alex.
Insane. Insane. The first squats and bench have been incredible to watch so far. But this is where, when the bar touches the floor, that's when the meat starts. You know what I mean? So
So now we'll need every lifter to try and secure an attempt to secure the total. Both from the A group that have scored a record need at least that to try and secure the record in the history books. And then we'll move on to the fight for the title. Now it is 102.5 for Ariel Molnar. A smooth sumo. 3 white lights. The total is secured. Usually I won't advise any lifter to roll the bar into their shins like this, but it seems to be working for her.
we're all built different. Whatever works. I mean,
She might have some strongmans in the family.
I was just gonna say that.
Now Kalahinovic has destroyed the opener. We'll be moving on to Miyu Sato, Japan, 107.5.
Tiny bit of a rough start on the squats.
Mm-hmm.
Bench went pretty good as well. So let's see if we can bring the day together with deadlifts.
She really sits down into her deadlift. Let's see how it moves from the bottom. See, the hips need to kick up a bit for the bar to move. Not the most efficient start.
You'll always find with sumo as well, I feel like it's always going to look a bit tough off the floor, and then you see as soon as she breaks the floor, it's just that super snappy lockout.
Yeah, I mean, the floor is the sticking point for sumo.
Exactly.
Now Kalahinovic, 110, the representative of Canada, opening on her personal best.
Nothing but PBs today. Super smooth opener, exactly how an opener should look. 3 white lights.
Next athlete out is from Uruguay, Lara Figueredo, 135.
Only 7.5 kilos below her personal best, so
And with that attempt, it would already give her a 32.5 kg personal best in total. She managed to squat 142.5, bench 75. Let's see the opener. Wow, okay. 3 white lights, a good lift, and she has way more in the tank.
32.5 kilos on the total, secured on the opener, and we still have 2 more lifts to go.
We have multiple lifters in this B group that will cross the 400 kilo barrier. That's pretty strong for sub-juniors. The level is rising each and every year, Alex.
It's incredible to see, and also slightly disheartening for competitors like myself.
Now the bar is loaded for Ella McKinney from Great Britain, 142.5. But you know what? The youngins from Ireland need your guidance, so it's not disheartening. It's just work.
Exactly.
Mentorship.
Exactly.
Mentorship.
That's what it is.
Three white lights, no troubles with the opener, unlike in the bench press.
Had a bit of an unfortunate day on bench, but by the way this is moving, I think it'll be quite the opposite when it comes to deadlifts.
Yeah, and nicely moving opener. 2 more openers to go. We've got Harden Hyatt from the USA. Aina White. 160 for Harden.
Opening 2.5 below her personal best. Repping her country with the American flag socks. I love it.
Look good, perform good.
Look good, lift good. And that she did.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Both Team USA and GB here on prognosis are already within top 5 coming in the B group.
And you know what? This might be important for team points.
Always, always. Because I think that's a big thing as well. It's not just the individual that we're trying to get lifts on the board for as well. We're going to try and get as high of a placing as you possibly can for your team as well.
And you know what? For some countries, it is very important to get some governmental subventions, etc. So you need to work for those team points.
They say powerlifting is an individual sport, but I beg to differ. I think powerlifting's nothing without the team around you, you know? So the more you can help them get back to your team by getting that one place higher, the better.
That's true. And that's 3 white lights for Anna. We'll be now moving into the second round with Avril Mornard from Canada, 112.5. But you know what? For powerlifting, I think we get the best of both worlds, both individual sports and, you know what, team sports, because there's the relationship with the coach, teammates, but also the responsibility is yours. Like, if you do well, you know it's because you've done well yourself, and that gives an ego boost, set. But you know, the responsibility is something that's very important to me in a sport, and I feel that's why you get the best of both worlds in powerlifting.
I couldn't agree more.
2 to 1, a good lift, but one thing just to pay attention to is the first red light for lack of lockout. Let's look at the knees, the hips, and the shoulders.
Good.
It looks
Maybe
on the wrong side
shoulders?
of the fence, but slightly shrugged up maybe at the top.
I think you find as well with that slightly more narrow grip on the bar that when you lock out, it does seem like your shoulders are a bit more forward than they are.
Do you plead guilty?
No. I don't break the floor in the first place. I have to worry about lockouts.
A good deadlift starts by staying glued to the ground. Now Miyasato, Japan, 112.5. Three white lights, a good lift, 2 for 2 so far. We can kind of guess where the sticking point is, man. So, tough to gauge how much she has left in the tank. Can she fight this lockout? Or is she almost gets out, emptied?
That second was 2.5 below her personal best, so maybe they're looking to match that in the third or maybe slightly go above it. Yeah, I think you see that a lot as well with that kind of that final part of the lockout and the sumo deadlift, that some people are just really, really good at grinding it out. So hopefully she's one of those.
Now Kayla, 120. 3 white lights, a good lift. I would love a all green scoreboard. We haven't seen that in a while.
Very consistent technical lifters in this flight on all 3 lifts so far from what we've seen. And at such a young age, it's class.
Now Lara Figueredo, Uruguay, 150, a 15 kilo jump for a 7.5 kg personal best. The Uruguayan has made some great progress. She's already 32 kilos above her previous competition. There's 3 other white lights. She keeps on collecting them.
Building that total. I think it's a great feeling to add that much to your total as is, let alone on the biggest stage in the world.
I wouldn't know.
Same.
Now Ella McKinney, Great Britain, 157.5 kilo jump, a match personal best for the 18-year-old. This is her last outing as a junior. Needless to say, she wants to end on a high note. Yeah, that conventional is a good friend, very reliable. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, I think you always find with sumo and conventional, it's funny how different the sticking points are, where it slows down. You find conventional is a lot more slow the whole way throughout the lift.
Yeah,
But you can fight it a lot more.
conventional can be a sticking point, but keep pushing, keep pulling, and it goes up. It's a very reliable friend.
I wouldn't know.
Once again, we are very knowledgeable, but not on the correct things. Now Hardin Hyatt from the USA, attempting a 10 kilo jump. That would be a 7.5 kilo personal best. Our first attempt was lightning fast. Controlled speed now. Wobbly lockout. How about the lights? To the 1, a good lift. I was expecting at least 1 blue.
Yeah. You can see just at that lockout, that slight bit of tiniest bit of a wobble at the top.
It's shaky, it's wobbly, but it doesn't really dip, so I don't think the referees are unsatisfied with it. Not much discussion going on. We'll move on to Ayana White and Wamka from Great Britain, 182.5. And with that, she would surpass 400. That would give her 405.
With a previous total best of 395, so I'm sure hitting that 400 kilo milestone on the platform, on the biggest stage of the world, is a huge deal.
And there it is, 3 white lights, 405 with 1 more attempt to go. She's already miles ahead of her previous competition. She's improved so much. An A-flight athlete in the making for sure.
Without a doubt. Still has a huge chance of placing within the top 10 based off the B group, which is crazy.
And you know what? Sometimes being nominated in the B group could be a huge driving factor for an athlete. Oh yeah, you know what? You think I deserve a B group? You'll see. And then they come up, end up top 6, top 5.
I'll show you.
Exactly. That's the right mentality. I mean, use it as fuel.
Exactly.
Now, Miyu Sato had previously put in 120. They dropped it back down to 117.5, which seems a bit more reasonable. Just collect a new personal best. Don't change your routine now. Lock it out. Oh, I think that's going to be rule supporting on the thighs, even if it goes up. What a fight. She's emptying the tank, showing her heart at the end of the competition. Why not? This is the final attempt.
Can't say she didn't try.
Now back-to-back Canadians on the platform, Avril Mornar and Kala Hirnovich. 120 and 125. Both aiming at a new personal best, both in deadlift and in total. Let's see it, that same exact routine. Wow, it was pretty fast. 3 white lights, new personal best, both in deadlift and in total.
What a great day. Great day by Team Canada. Coming away with a third attempt that almost looks like an opener.
That's true. She has a few more years as a sub-junior and plenty of time to develop in the class. She only weighted in at 58, so I think we could be seeing her in the same weight class next year, but with somewhat of a bigger frame for a 63. I think as a junior, she'll be at least a 69.
100%. And as you can see as well, as time goes on, it's just going to be, over the year, how much progress a sub-junior is going to be able to make, especially with gaining weight and filling out their weight class.
Yeah, the muscle mass she's going to put on. And really, like, you don't want to restrict yourself as a sub-junior. It's a developing ground into the juniors and then into the open, so just pick up the fork.
Just eat your dinner.
Eat your proteins. Now Kayla Hirnovich, Canada, 125, but this one is glued to the ground, so no lifts. So that give her 295 in total, 295. She was so close to 300, but this one stays stuck to the ground. That's sumo sticking points.
Sometimes you gotta load it for that milestone number, don't you?
Absolutely, nowhere else to go.
100%. What have you got to lose in those situations, right?
Nothing. It's just you versus gravity. Now Ayla McKinney, Great Britain, 155.
Pulling for a 5 kilo deadlift PB, and if she gets this, also a 5 kilo total PB.
She hasn't shown any signs of slowing down so far in the deadlift event. It seems within our ballpark for sure. Turns out it is 3 white lights, a good lift.
Great call, great day. She seems happy.
Three more deadlifts before we move on to the A group. You have Lara Figueredo, Arden Ayat, and Ayana White, Uruguay, USA, Great Britain. And you'll see, you're in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. Don't blink, it's gonna go by fast. Now 160 for Uruguay and Lara. She made a 15 kilo jump that she's adding another 10 on top of that. 25 kilos from the first to the third in the deadlift event for a 63 sub-juniors. I wouldn't say that's unheard of, but almost. Block it out.
What a fight.
What a way to keep the bar moving. 3 white lights for Uruguay.
Do you think she's happy?
I don't know, no clues. I mean, no signs of emotions. Just all business today.
It's only a, what was that, a 50?
We have
Something
50
total
something kilo.
PB?
Wow.
Some people be working years for that.
She's living the dream. Now Harden Hyatt, USA, 177.5. A massive personal best in the making, 7.5. Both in total and in the deadlift event. Shiny socks and a lot of baby powders to manage that last attempt. Look good, live good, like you said. Looks like she's been looking good all day long because she's had a great day. She squatted 155, benched 82.5. She's looking to end up with 177.5 in the deadlift event. Massive, absolutely massive.
insane.
4:15 in total, forecasted to be in 4th position. Obviously that's based on openers for the A group, but still, oh, it's scrappy. Can she lock it out? No. I mean, 175 was there. That's the thing. The jump was ambitious, but 4:15 was a nice total to aim for. And now, what is going on? What are we witnessing? Ayana White Nwamka from Great Britain out of the B group, 17-year-old, is going to attempt 190.5. We made a promise to you guys. You've seen a world record in the squat, you've seen a world record in the bench. What will we hold and not show anything in the deadlift? 190.5 with the actual record being 190. She chips it by 0.5 if she manages the attempt.
This will also force anyone that might have been hoping to finish on 190.5 in the A group. They might have to now push to 191. So
Yup.
it really does change the day for the A group lifters as well.
She's having an impact on the whole class now. 190.5. Secure the grip it and rip it, as Amelia says. It is your time, young lady. World sub-junior record to shake up the rankings. What a fight, and able to lock it out, but it was reasonably close. It was a reasonable attempt.
Reasonable, and like I still think, I know she's walking off tiny bit disappointed, but to be in that position, to be able to load a world record and to be in the B group, she wasn't far off medaling on the squats as well. So it's like incredible. She shouldn't be walking away too disappointed
She's
after
17 years old.
She's
You know what?
17.
She'll get it next year at this point.
that. 100%. Unless we see the record extended in this next flight.
Oh, she'll still get it.
I believe that too. I think so too.
Now we're gonna have a look at the openers of the A group. They go from 150 to 175. Okay, that's also pretty interesting, Alex.
Yeah, because as we've seen, GB opened on 172 and they still finished at 190.5 third. So I can only imagine that we're going to get very close to that from both Team Spain and Team New Zealand.
So obviously, as it stands, it is members of the B group on top of the class, but on prognosis, it is Fragoso from Spain, second Pascara from New Zealand, and third Ancona from the USA. Let's see how it looks after the first round of deadlifts. That starts now with Ugalde from Costa Rica, 150. We've seen her squat. It was very impacted by our equipped championship just a few days prior to this one. How does her deadlift look? It looks very technical, very sane. 3 white lights.
Held up really well, and I think people might underestimate how much doing an equipped competition only 3 days ago, even if it was 3 weeks ago, I would still be impressed at this.
Oh, yeah,
So-
it takes a toll on your nervous system, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Even doing 2 raw competitions in the same week would do the same to you. So
But the rate of adaptation and the rate of recovery of these youngsters has been impressive, I must say.
I'm jealous.
Now Laura Rialdo from España, 152.5. She's looking at a top 8 finish in the class. That's the minimum for her. And she has a lot of room to play with. Now someone that had a troublesome bench press, Eva Marisova from Czechia. She only got her last attempt 2-1. She was crying, emotional, but she managed the attempt. She's still in the competition. She's looking at the top 10, and that opener is lightning fast, so her head is full on in the game. And that's a different attitude now. She's a different animal.
It's a much different emotion than it was after bench press. So hopefully she can get 3 deads on the board, get as high up in the rankings as she possibly can, and make up for the bit of a mishap on technicalities for bench press.
The highs and lows of powerlifting.
100%.
Now,
It's
Miranda
very-
Saleta. Go ahead.
It's very rare that all 3 go exactly how you want them to, so I think it's always something to keep in mind. But how I always say, if one thing goes wrong, another thing has to go good, right?
Absolutely. But when all 3 movement clicks, you remember it for some years.
Without a doubt.
Now Miranda Saleta, Mexico 155.
Bit of a grind there, breaking the floor, but like we said earlier, it's kind of how conventional works. She could add 10 kilos and move it the exact same, so we'll see after her second attempt.
I would be on the exact same page if we hadn't seen her squat and she only managed 1 attempt. It was slow, a bit difficult, so maybe she's not in the best shape today, especially judging by the fact that this was 20 kilos below her personal best. Now Alex Lopez.
Sometimes you just gotta adapt on the day, don't you? And you just take what's there. We're not at our strongest every day of the week, so
Unfortunately. Now Alex Lopez, Mexico 162.5. Whoa. Very speedy opener.
snappy.
That looked very casual. She has a lot of room in the tank. Can she battle for a deadlift medal is the question. She'll need someone to miss, but she's not far off.
No, not at all. These the deadlift medals are going to be a lot tighter than it looks right now, I think, based off the next few attempts coming in.
Especially with White from the B group. Now Gianna Oncona, USA 165. Our registered personal best is 184. Yeah, that's a proper opener. 3 white lights, a good lift. So she's also one to count on for deadlift medals.
All it takes is one person to miss an attempt, and the whole day changes.
And I mean, here we go again, Alex. Here
Are
we
we
go again.
surprised?
World Sub Junior total record attempt for Alexandra Fragoso Kłoczak. 170 in the deadlift event to take the lead of the class and solidify a total that has never been done before.
As an opener. That was incredibly fast.
We are lost for words with the performance of Alexandra Fragoso Kłoczak.
And I think it's crazy as well, because she's just broke a bench world record, and as we've seen a lot of times, a lot of really big benchers will struggle with the deadlifts. Clearly, that's not the case here.
She's a triple threat.
Absolutely.
And one final opener, 175 for Shadel Bhaskara from New Zealand. Much closer to our personal best of 180.5. But we've seen her stats and her actual lifts. We know it's going to be way different now. A quick brush of the bar to optimize grip. And the bar is loaded for Team New Zealand. Forecasted in second position as we speak, right behind Fragoso from Spain. This one will show us a bit as to what to expect in terms of battle. Can she be in the hunt for first position? Will she try and solidify second? Oh, she's in the hunt. She's very much in the hunt. We have a battle on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Do
Spain
you
and New
jump
Zealand.
straight to the record for a second?
Oh, that's risky when you play for the title.
And you get the chip, another one.
I think I would only try to surpass
Yep.
flag also, and load whatever we need to do that. If it's the record, so be it. But as we speak, medals in the deadlift: bronze Hayat from the B group, silver from the A group Bascara, and gold from the B group White. The second round starts with Isabel Ugalde, Costa Rica, 157.5. 7.5 kg jump. Three white lights. Once again, technically speaking, it is on point. She's just a bit gassed out because of the Equip Championship. But she's a real competitor. Imagine getting the chance to do double World Championships in the same week and saying, yes, I can. I'm a fight.
It's insane. Insane.
The competitiveness in that girl, you have to tip it.
Yep.
Now Laura Giraldo Herrera from Spain. 7.5 kilo jump. 5 kg personal best in the making. She seemed to have a lot of room with that opener.
It's also be a 5 kilo personal best.
That's a reasonable second attempt. 3 white lights, a good lift.
I think that could have been a reasonable opener.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I expect the exact same jump, 7.5 onto that.
Absolutely. So technical as well.
Bars already loaded for Miranda Saleta, Mexico. Only a 5 kilo jump. Like we said, you can only adapt, play with your cards on the day. No lift, unfortunately, no lift. So we don't know what happened with her, but we know that she's not able to put her best foot forward. She went in a bit light, maybe something happened there with the travel, etc. But we tip it for the competitiveness, going all out anyways, and trying to adapt on the day.
So like we said previously, it's just about taking what's there on the day, doing your best, leave it all out on the platform.
No regrets. Now Eva Maresova from Czechia, 162.5, 10 kg jump. And that deadlift is going much better than that bench. 3 white lights, a good lift.
She's also coming in, I think, 7.5 kilos below her PB total, with only getting 1 bench. That was incredibly easy as well. It says a lot about how much progress she's made.
Now the crowd is standing up. You know that means it's either a Costa Rican, an American, or a Mexican. And in that case, it is Alex Lopez, 172.5, 10 kilo jump, 1 kg personal best, from provisional 6th to 3rd in the deadlift event of the class. Provisional 4th position overall.
Also lock in another Mexican record.
Is it the opener, Alex? Am I missing something?
When's it going to look hard?
Let's load up 180 then.
Load the record.
Please, we want to see more of that. But great second attempt by the Mexican. That deadlift looks good. It looks real good. And now we will load the 3 cookies on the bar for Gianna Oncola. 3 red plates, a 10 kilo jump.
I remember she absolutely smoked her opener, so I'm expecting the same for this second attempt.
So do I. This is to go from 6th to 2nd in the deadlift event to try and extend bronze overall in the class. And this is 9 kgs below our personal best of 184. And that is surprising, Alex.
I'm in shock. I have no idea. Maybe it was, like we said, one of those ones where it's just a slight misgroove, didn't set your brace properly, didn't grip the bar properly, things like that. That's what I'm hoping is happening here anyway.
It looked like she pulled too much backwards.
Yeah, it didn't look the same as her open.
Yeah, it didn't look right. But something that isn't right to me is a round of deadlift without a world record attempt. So here we go with Alexandra Fragoso Kocak trying to extend the world sub-junior total record 182.5. A 12.5 kilo jump, that is a lot. This is above what she's ever done before in competition. That would give her 453. That is a lot, but if it's a reasonable second attempt, we're in for a good one, Alex. Let's make it move. Wow. Wow, 3 white lights. Once again, new world sub-junior total record in the class by the Spanish. We're lost for words at the commentary
I don't
booth.
even know what to say.
Literally. Looks like she has at least 5 more in the tank, maybe 7.5. Looks like she could close out on at least 460.
Is she gonna go for yet another world record?
I don't know. I think in that case you put in a placeholder, you
Oh,
wait
of
to
course,
see
of
what
course.
the others will do. You don't show your cards yet. But what a champion she would be. But you know what? We have Shadel Bascara in the hunt. And she's now coming to the platform for 185. That would be a 4.5 kg personal best. 10 kilo jump onto what was very light, very comfortable, a very smooth 175 opener. She would be 13 kilos right behind Fragoso. Maybe one jump away with the adrenaline of pulling for the title. Oh, she has a big pull on her. She has a big pull on her. And now if you're Fragoso, you really don't want to miss. Because Bascara is going to pull after you, so she'll know exactly
know
what
what
she
she
needs to
needs.
load. She's not
Amazing
safe yet.
squatter, amazing deadlifter, amazing lifter. It's insane.
As it stands in the class, first, Fragoso, España. Second, from New Zealand, Bascara. Third, Ancona, USA. So the A group has surpassed the B group with one more deadlift to go. But still in the deadlift event, first, Bascara. Second, from the B group, White. And third, Fragoso. Everything's subject to change with that final round of deadlifts, Alex.
I can't wait.
And it starts now with 160 Miranda Saleta from Mexico. Looks like she ran out of steam, but can she recover and manage one final attempt?
Just
No
not
lift,
today.
but great try, great try.
Like we said, leave it all out on the platform. Nothing to lose.
Next lifter out for 162, Isabel Ugal de Costa Rica. It's a 5 kilo jump, a bit below a personal best of 170. She's adapting on the day, putting her best foot forward to try and cross the 400 kg barrier.
Which, like we said before, these milestones are, I think they're two different things, and an international platform, and then when you're in your own home country. So I even like to think of things as like international PBs and then your comp gym PBs, you know?
When you are representing your country, it's a different ball game.
Without a doubt.
To try and end on a high note, cross the 400s. Vamos, Isabel. No lift, she's just gassed out, and that's normal. So no lift. She ends up in the 390s when she's already done 418 in competition, but we have the explanations and we keep the competitiveness of the Costa Rican. Next lifter out, Laura from Spain, 165, a 5 kilo jump for a new personal best in the deadlift. Once again, to try and reach the milestone of 400 in total. This is for provisional 6th position in the deadlift and provisional 7th in the class.
And like we've said so many times already today, like these totals are insane for open 63 lifters, and these are all sub juniors. A 400 kilo total for an open 63 is incredible as is.
Looks like these lifters are the present and the future of our sport. Three white lights. That was fuerte, for sure. For sure.
Definitely, definitely.
Team Spain is bringing the heat. Now next lifter out from Czechia for 167.5, Eva Maresova. She squatted 152.5. She had a tough bench, only managed one attempt, 67.5. She's hoping to land on 387.5. That's provisional 9th position in the class. Provisional 6th in the deadlift. To try and end on a personal best. 3 white lights. She ends on a high note with a new personal best in the deadlift event.
What a way to finish it out, especially after having such a tough time with the bench press. You know, I know she was pretty emotional, like we were saying, after bench. So I'm very, very happy to see her the other way around after deadlifts. It's great.
It's not about how you start, nor about how you bench. It's about how you finish.
Exactly.
Next lifter out from the USA, Gianna Ancona, 175. She missed it last time around. It was quite surprising to the both of us.
Yeah. Especially based off the speed of her opener. I think we were both quite shocked by how fast her opener moved. So hopefully it was just a bit of a misgroove and she can fix whatever technicalities she might have going on.
Yeah, hopefully it's not dehydration at the end of the competition. It is very possible.
Yeah. It is hot over here.
The start looked better, but it didn't go anywhere. And in true Ashton Rushka fashion, she launches the belt. You see, the belt is intact because it is one of our sponsors' belts, SBD, Strength, Belief, Determination, and Durability.
One of the, if not the best belt in the game. Very durable.
Depends whether you would like the 13 or the 10 millimeter. Whatever works best for you. 3 more deadlifts to go. Alex Lopez from Mexico. And the cameras are out for the final deadlift. And the crowd is loud and we love it. 187.5 kg personal best, both in deadlift and in total. She looked to have plenty of room, plenty of gas left in the tank. It sounds very reasonable. I would not bench against the Mexican. And she gets extra fuel from the crowd. Let's see it. Oh, it's scrappy, but she still wants to lock it out. It's not gonna meet the standards.
I think she even knew that herself, but you know, sometimes in that situation, you're like, I'm locking this out. You know, if you know you got it, you gotta go for it, don't you?
It lifted off the ground, might as well finish it. And now the chess game has started between New Zealand and Spain. Attempt change on attempt change. 190.5, a world sub-junior record, is being loaded as we speak. It is what's needed to go all out to play for the title for Team New Zealand, Shadel Bhaskar. She scored a new world sub-junior record in the squat event with 175.5. She collected all bench attempts, with 80 kilos. What is going on with the other attempt change? She changed her attempt to 191 and it would be Spain first now with 190.5. Another attempt change has came in. It's gonna come down to lot number now.
This is where the game gets played. This is how you play the game of powerlifting.
We fully love it. We fully love it. It's attempt changes on attempt changes. Lot number 4 for Team Spain. Lot number 1 for Pascara. Who is going to lift first? Looks like it is Team Spain. They've made their second change. It's 187.5 for Fragoso Korczak Alexandra. She's lifting for 458. It's a 5 kilo jump. Obviously another world sub-junior total record, but not yet a deadlift sub-junior record. To push the barriers of what's ever been done. It's insane what's unfolding right in front of our eyes. Thanks to the spotters. We're gonna load up 187 right quick, and Alexandra is gonna step foot on the platform. She needs to force the hands of Pascara. She won't have her destiny into her hands. Pascara will lift afterwards, which is tough. Emotionally, this is so tough to handle. But you need to do your best and wait. Cross your fingers. The bar is now loaded. World Sub-Junior total record attempt once again for Team Spain. Now, if you're Pascara, you really want to look at the platform, see what's happening, use it as fuel.
Bear in mind, Team New Zealand still have one attempt change left.
Imagine if it comes down to lot number and adjustments being made. It would be crazy.
This is powerlifting.
Great choice by Team Spain.
Amazing.
Great choice. 3 white lights once again. New World Sub-Junior total record. 458 by Fragoso Korczak. So obviously Team New Zealand is going to change the bar. What are they putting in? They're putting in a new World Sub-Junior total record and deadlift record. 190.5. Oh, they're not playing for the win.
They're not.
They're only
I was
playing.
thinking that as well, yeah.
So it's only a World Sub-Junior deadlift record. They've resigned. They're only playing for the world
seconds.
record in deadlifts. Imagine only saying that. Playing
Only.
only for the world record. But just Team Spain has played the game in the best way possible. They will walk away champion. Imagine Alexandra Fragoso Korczak seeing the attempt change. She must be so happy right now. She's the best 63 sub-junior in the world. But imagine Shadel Pascara walking away with 2 brand new world records.
Insane. Amazing attempt selection by both Team Spain and Team New Zealand so far.
Let's see it. The bar is loaded. World Sub-Junior record attempt 190.5. It's been attempted by White in the B group. It stopped at the knees. Will this one ever stop? We want to see it move from the ground to the lockout. Secure the attempt, Shadel. It's only a 5.5 kg jump onto what was a reasonable second. To do what's never been done before for New Zealand. 3 white lights, a new World Sub-Junior deadlift record.
That wasn't even that tough. That didn't even look like a world record if you ask me.
She might have had more, I can only agree with you. So the deadlift medal, Alex, from the B group, that's a great story. White Wampaka from GB gets the deadlift bronze. Fragoso Korczak from Spain gets deadlift silver, and with a new World Sub-Junior record, Pascara from New Zealand gets deadlift gold. Final placings in the class. Bronze medalist from the USA, Gianna Oncona with 417.5. Vice champion, and what a great one, from New Zealand with 2 new world records, Shadel Pascara 446, and the champion, well-rounded total, 8, a new World Sub-Junior total record from Spain, Alexandra Fragoso-Corsac.
Insane. It's been one of the best sessions I've ever watched. We've seen a squat record, a bench record, a deadlift record, a total record. Like,
treat.
we've seen it all.
A treat.
Absolutely.
Strategic battles, deadlift battles, squat battles, emotional bench presses. We've had it all, and we've had you on stream. It was a pleasure.
It was an
Great
absolute
expertise. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you guys for having me. I hope to do this again someday. It was great.
Hopefully.
Thank you so much.
The medal ceremony in just a few seconds, and the next fight of the day has been delayed 15 minutes, so now you're aware. But stay with us for the medal ceremony.
squat event. Bronze medalist of the squat event with 157.5 in Spain, Alessandra Fragoso. Silver medalist with the same best attempt for 157.5, a lighter for bodyweight from Mexico, Alex Lopez. And gold medalist of the squat event with a new World Sub-Junior record of 175.5 from New Zealand, Chandel Pascala. Thank you. In the bench press event, bronze medalist with the best attempt of 90 kilos from España, Laura Diablo Herrera. Silver medalist with the best attempt of 95 from the USA, Gianna Oncona. And the gold medalist with a new World Sub-Junior record of 113 from España, Alessandra Fragoso Porta. Thank you. Bronze medalist of the Deadlift event with 182.5 from Great Britain out of the B group, Ayana White Wonka. Silver medalist with 187.5 from España, Alexandra Fragoso Porta. And the gold medalist with the new World Sub-Junior record of 190.5 from New Zealand, Chandel Pascala. Thank you, ladies. We'll move on now to the final basics. Bronze in the class with 417.5 from the USA, Gianna Oncona. Vice champion with 2 new world records with 446 from New Zealand, Chandel Pascala. And the 2025 IPF World Sub-Junior Champion in the 63 kilo class with 458 from España, Alexandra Fragoso Porta. Now everyone, please stand up and rise for the national anthem for Spain. What is like that was Sky Battle's new records. Performance out of the ladies. Congratulations once again. And behind the technical controller, one last lap of honor. Thank you very much, ladies. You were great. Next session starts in 14 minutes.